All right. So this is going to be my review of the Glorious Model O minus of 1 year of use. Really quick though, I am sorry if the camera is shaking or anything like that throughout the video. I don't have the best camera setup for this. So another thing to note, this is not a review of a mouse of like, oh, how good the sensor is, how good it glides or anything like that. This is just 1 year of use. So you have a understanding of what you are getting into if you decide to buy this mouse or if you have it already. But anyway, let's get into it. I'm going to be going over what I don't like about this mouse and some issues that it's had over my year and half. Actually, it's been close to 2 years now, I believe, of me owning this mouse. Some things I want to go over is the build quality. Obviously, Glorious gets a lot of shit for their build quality, which is understandable. Me being an early adopter of the Glorious Model O minus, I was susceptible to those quality control issues. We'll get into it in a second. But as far as the build goes, the plastic that they use is a bit of a cheaper plastic. It doesn't feel like super cheap, but it's not super great either compared to like the Razer Viper lineup or even the orochi, the plastic that's used on those. Just so you guys know, mine is a matte finish, so it's not glossy. But right there, where I would rest my fingers, the coating has decayed. I'm not too sure how to word that, but it has been worn out quite a bit and is now glossy. It could be because of just normal wear and tear, as well as me producing higher than normal sweat and oil. It is definitely more noticeable on the side there where my thumb would lay next to the glorious mascot, as you can see. So the plastic has definitely been worn out quite a bit. Does not affect me that much overall, since that is where my finger placements are. However, I can tell an immediate texture difference when I run my finger along anything else, but overall it doesn't affect the mice that much. Another issue I have had twice actually was the scroll wheel. It has started squeaking twice, and it's because of just some dirt buildup and dust. Normally, I just put some compressed air towards it and gets rid of that stuff and cleans it out, and then it's back to normal. Right now, I don't have it, but that is an issue. I've never had that issue before with any of my mice ever. I haven't had any issues with these. Haven't had an issue with the Steel Series mouse I had before. So about the quality control thing that I was talking about earlier with the cable, early on when this mouse released, there was an issue with the cable disconnecting and reconnecting from the PC. Maybe some people were having different issues as well. However, Glorious was pretty quick to address the issue of the cable. Even put out, I believe, a video as well as a description as to how to fix the issue and replace the cable. And then not only that, you're able to send in your mouse for them to replace the cable. Or if you wanted to do it yourself, which I did, you were able to buy one of the replacement cables and then open up the mouse and replace it. And what was nice of them to do was that it didn't void your warranty to open up the mouse and modify it to replace the cable, because obviously opening up mice or any product and modifying it in some way would void the warranty. However, kind of sucks that I paid for the mouse and was expecting it to work out of the box, and later down the line, very quickly, the cable was faulty already. So those were pretty much my main issues. Something also I have noticed, this could just be a me problem. Sorry if this kind of grosses you out, but dead skin does build up on this mouse, for me at least. It hasn't really been a problem with my Razer Rochi or my Viper Ultimate. It has slightly been a problem in like some areas, like the crevices here on the buttons, on the side buttons, but for the most part, it's pretty clean. However, with this mouse, there's just a lot of buildup for some reason, and then even in here, in the holes, there's been some buildup. It's pretty easy to clean, but I don't know if it's just a texture or this is just a magnet for dead skin. The my model, pretty good so far. I haven't had any other issues. Aside from the scroll wheel and the cable, like I said, but those were fixed. Haven't had any issues of like double clicking or buttons not registering. But overall, still pretty solid mouse. Can they fix this mouse? Yes, they can. I think for $60, I believe it's still $60. They should definitely invest in getting better plastic for their mouse, something along the lines of whatever Razer uses. Their mouse feet, this design for the mouse feet works fine. Me personally, I like just something like this of just two pieces. Looks nicer, feels nicer in my opinion, and then obviously better components inside. I think the scroll wheel could get some work done to it. This is me personally, I don't like the rubber that they used for the scroll wheel. It feels fairly cheap, and the texture that they use is like a ribbed texture. It's kind of hard to see on the camera. It's like a ribbed texture versus something like the Razer Viper that is not going to show up well on camera. But these are textured like bumps. Want them to just overall use better quality materials for their mice, and I think it would still be worth buying. So now going into 2022, do I think the glorious Moto O minus is still worth it at $60? No, not really. It is not worth $60. It was nice when it first came out as a pretty affordable lightweight mouse, but now since the market has been flooded with just lightweight mice, it's just hard to recommend this mouse over pretty much anything else, like this Razer Viper Mini. This thing is $40, I believe. Right now it's on sale for $30, and I believe the lowest it's ever been was $20, and it's happened like 4 times where it's been $20. This Razer Orochi wireless, $70, $10 more expensive than the Moto O minus. However, currently right now I believe it's on sale for 65 or 60. And then recently still, even though it's past for the past like 2 months or so, it's been on sale for like $45, which is a really great price. I just recommend going for this different mouse like the Razer Orochi V2 or Mini or pretty much any other mouse at this point. Overall, it's held up fairly decently. I just would not recommend buying one or until at least they make changes to the mouse. But yeah, that is going to pretty much wrap it up for this video. Hopefully informative in some way to you. Hopefully you liked the video, and that's pretty much going to be it. See you.